This just became a hot topic in Buffalo, my friend. Bills Nation was caught off guard by Dwayne Carter's devastating injury, and now everyone is wondering who will handle this defensive line. Well, I've discovered that there's a big name, a free agent available, who could be the perfect solution. And no one is talking about it in the major media yet. I'll tell you who he is, why he could change the fortunes of the Bills' defense, and who is possibly behind this arrival. But first, if you believe this is the Buffalo Bills' year, subscribe to the channel and come with me, because what I'm about to reveal now could set the season on fire. In a devastating blow to the Buffalo Bills, the team received troubling news this week. Dwayne Carter, a key defensive cornerstone, will miss the entire 2025 season due to a ruptured Achilles tendon. The impact of the injury is profound, affecting not only the defensive line, but the Bills' entire game plan. Carter, expected to be a key part of the defensive rotation, leaves a significant void, and the situation is made worse when we consider that he's not the only one missing. With Michael Hocht and Larry Ogunjobi also serving 6-game suspensions, the Bills find themselves facing a defensive crisis, having to deal with 3 simultaneous absences at opposing positions. As time goes on to deal with the consequences of this unexpected setback, a silver lining emerges in the form of a unique opportunity. Christian Wilkins, the former Las Vegas Raiders defensive lineman, released by the team in July after a tumultuous season marked by injuries and controversial treatment, could be exactly the reinforcement the Bills need. Wilkins' career was interrupted by a Jones fracture, but his potential remains undeniable. In 2024, he emerged as one of the top defenders, providing a solid presence in the run defense and constant pressure on opposing quarterbacks. With his injury hampering his recovery, Wilkins' recovery remains uncertain, but his experience and impressive statistics over the past few seasons indicate he could be a significant asset. Wilkins has been a defensive force, accumulating a solid run defense grade of 71.5 or higher from Pro Football Focus in each of the last 4 seasons. His average of half a sack per game over the last 22 contests speaks for itself, reflecting the relentless pressure he exerts on quarterbacks. But the biggest challenge for the Bills won't be Wilkins' performance on the field, but rather the financial aspect. Buffalo is already operating under a tight salary cap, making adding Wilkins a difficult move. The question now is whether General Manager Brandon Beane will be able to find a creative way to free up cap space and fit Wilkins into the scheme. Wilkins' presence could be a game changer for the Bills' defense. His appearance in the game would be an excellent complement to star running back Ed Oliver, creating a stronger defensive line capable of putting even more pressure on opposing quarterbacks. The combination of Wilkins and Oliver could elevate Buffalo's defense to a new level, something the team clearly needs given the current context of injuries and suspensions. However, the solution isn't so simple. While the need for defensive depth is evident, Wilkins' financial value could be a significant obstacle. Beane will have to deal with the pressure of making smart decisions about the team's budget, while also addressing the urgent need to strengthen his defense. The question is, will it be possible to align the finances and ensure that Wilkins, despite the challenges, can make a difference for the Bills? This scenario creates a tense situation, but also an opportunity for the Buffalo Bills to bounce back from adversity. If Beane can create cap space, Wilkins could be a solution to a complex problem. His arrival could not only fill the void left by Carter, but also provide a defensive quality that could be crucial for the Bills throughout the remainder of the season. In a year already full of challenges, this opportunity could be exactly what the team needs to reestablish itself as one of the most feared defensive forces in the NFL. The dynamics of the NFL are unpredictable, and the Buffalo Bills now face a dilemma: managing the injuries and suspensions of their key players while exploring the possibility of bringing in a talent like Christian Wilkins to strengthen their defense. The team's future depends on quick and smart decisions, and the choice of how to handle the salary cap will be crucial in determining whether the Buffalo Bills can overcome this crisis and return to being a dominant force in the league. And while the solution for the defense may lie with Christian Wilkins, the pressure off the field is even greater. The Bills are burdened with the need to win now. The 2024 season was yet another disappointment for the Buffalo Bills, who saw their Super Bowl dreams vanish at the hands of the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs. This elimination marked the 4th time in the last 5 years that Buffalo had been knocked out of the postseason by the Chiefs. For a time with lofty aspirations, these repeated playoff failures raise an important question. When will the Bills finally break through and win the long-awaited title? The transfer window for the Bills is increasingly narrow, and the pressure is mounting unbearably. Star quarterback Josh Allen, who turned 30 next year, is in the prime of his career, and with age comes the realization that these could be his final years of glory. Buffalo's front office is fully aware of this. The time to fight for the Super Bowl is now. Aware of the urgency of their situation, the Bills front office made significant changes during the offseason to give the Bills a better chance of winning the Super Bowl in 2025. Among the most notable additions are pass rusher Joey Bosa and wide receiver Josh Palmer, both bringing experience and talent to strengthen the roster. Continuity in the backfield was also ensured with the new contract of James Cook, who promises to be a key player in Buffalo's experience. Despite the changes and the stronger roster, the Bills' biggest obstacle remains the Kansas City Chiefs, a dominant force in the AFC in recent years. The Chiefs have appeared in 4 Super Bowls since 2020, winning 2 of them, and remain unbeaten in the playoffs for a long time. If the Bills had only managed to defeat the Chiefs once in the last 5 years, they could very well have been crowned NFL champions. The feeling that 2025 could be the year the Bills finally surpass the Chiefs is strong, but the pressure on that idea is immense. Buffalo's history of playoff failures weighs heavily on its shoulders. For the Bills, overcoming the Chiefs isn't just about winning a championship, but about breaking a cycle of disappointment and proving they can be more than just a talented team that can't achieve glory. Winston Wilcox of Fansided argues that the Bills are now one of the teams under the most pressure to win the Super Bowl. The reason is simple. Josh Allen won his first MVP award last year, but without a Super Bowl appearance, the award loses much of its significance in the bigger picture. For Allen and his team to validate their individual achievements, the only true milestone is a Super Bowl title. This need to achieve ultimate success increases the pressure on both the team and its leaders. Furthermore, the Baltimore Ravens, led by Lamar Jackson, emerge as another strong candidate to challenge the Bills. Both teams have a common goal, the Super Bowl. While the Ravens have already won 2 titles, Buffalo is still seeking its first. This creates an even more intense dynamic for the Bills, who know they're on the clock and need to win before a window of opportunity closes. It's impossible to talk about the Bills' quest for the Super Bowl without mentioning the team's painful defeats in the 1990s. 4 consecutive Super Bowl losses still haunt the franchise and its fans. For the Buffalo fanbase, the quest for redemption is not only a matter of pride, but also of overcoming a bitter legacy. The pressure to break free from this past is immense, and fans are hungrier than ever to see their team achieve the long-awaited Super Bowl victory. With Josh Allen at the peak of his career and a revamped roster, the Bills are closer than ever to finally winning the Lombardi Trophy. But the reality is that this window of title is closing fast. With formidable opponents like the Chiefs, the Ravens, and other AFC legends, the battle for American football supremacy has never been fiercer. The 2025 season will be a watershed moment for the franchise, and there's no time to waste. As the 2025 season approaches, the pressure on the Buffalo Bills only increases. This is the time to give it their all, put everything on the table, and pursue one last run at the Super Bowl. Given the impact of Dwayne Carter's loss and the need to strengthen the defensive line, coupled with the growing pressure on the Buffalo Bills to win the Super Bowl in 2025, how do you believe time can overcome these challenges and finally break the playoff losing streak, especially against the Chiefs, and achieve the long-awaited championship victory? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Buffalo Bills news.